when it was like in the past when there was no time limit. And believe me, in the beginning of Jiu-Jitsu, there was no time limit in match. There are some recorded matches that took 3 hours. 3 hours fighting someone. Imagine that. So this is the perfect scenario for self-defense. It's different than competition. Self-defense, there's no time. So usually whoever gets tired first will be the loser. And that's the biggest benefit Jiu-Jitsu gives you. How to conserve your energy. Compared to the ordinary person that is in the food court right now, you guys are all champions. It will be easy if you have to defend yourself against someone like that. It is only hard here because we are going against another Jiu-Jitsu expert. So that comes down to the mindset you have to have in competition, and for the parents too. Okay? You have to see competition as your practice for life, not as your end deadline for life. Competition is just a simulation for life. Okay? So you have to accept the outcome. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's perfectly normal. You just have to grow from it. Don't accept being sad and upset, frustrated. I want to quit because I lost. That is the loser's mindset. Okay? Winners in life, in all sectors of life, they accept defeat, they learn from it, they grow from it. They use it as an opportunity to grow. When they win, they just tap themselves in the shoulder. Very good. I'm the champion today. I'm going to be the champion this year. Not for the rest of your life. That's why there's a state tournament every year. You get to be a champion for 1 year. If you want to be a champion again, you got to do the whole thing again. All your training, all your hard work, all your dedication, all your focus. So you go there and you try to win the second time. But it's very normal, very common. You win one time, you lose the other time, and you lose again. And some people quit. But the winners don't. The winners are persistent. So the winners go back in the third, fourth year in a row, and then they win. And then they go next year, and then they win again. And then they win again. More wins will come with more experience. It doesn't go the other way. But you have to be there, to live it, to experience it. Many, many times, I've seen my student ready to be a champion, and they don't want to do it. So maybe life reserved this moment for them, but they just didn't grab it. They just didn't reach out. And then you don't get to experience it. So I'm very happy for you just for being here and being there next week. You are already champions in life just for having the guts to do it. Think about this. The tournament is so much high level that a lot of local schools, and we can see that because we are doing this for many years. In the beginning, a lot of local schools around us here, they used to take a lot of kids there because they saw our success. They want to compete with us. Okay? So some local schools, they went there and they never brought a gold medal. We bring trophies. Because I pay attention to what's happening with all the other schools around us, because I monitor everything to compare us, to challenge us. Because when our team loses, it's when I shake myself inside my head and I bump things here for the better. So when we lose, it's actually good too for the team. When I go there and I'll bring a trophy back, at least if I don't place top 5 in the state, I get upset too. But I don't quit. I just study more, try new things, change, and we are ready for another chance next week. And we'll see what happens. Sounds good? That's the mindset of the winner. Okay? So look what we're doing here this year. Last year we took 12 children. This year we're taking there 31. That's huge. So when I was talking about the local schools, they go there, they come back without gold medals. Guess what they're doing this year? They're not even going. It's going to be a smaller tournament, but yet more difficult because it's higher level. Only the top schools of Florida are going. The small schools, they don't want to commit to make this movement of convincing the parents to take it, because it can be a shoot on the foot. Imagine I mobilize everybody here and you go there and everybody will do bad for 5 years in a row. Nobody will support the team anymore. But that's not what's happening with us, but that's what's happening with them. So a lot of schools are not even trying. Zero sign up. Because they want to prevent the students from losing and looking bad in their business. That's the reality. So the level is higher. It will be more difficult because it's top notch. It was already top notch last year. This year is even more. So it's not going to be easy. It's a real challenge for you. Okay? So that's why, think about that. That's why I said you're already champions. Because there's a bunch of losers that they don't want to even try. Do you understand that, guys? You're already a big champion just for being there. Trust me. These are facts, statistically. You can look up the list of students and team names, and you Google martial arts, BJJ Sarasota, Bregaton, and you see the name of the schools. And if you don't see the name of the schools there, it's because they're choosing to not go there. They just want to do local grappling tournaments here, like the New Breed, all this stuff. These are not official BJJ tournaments. The state one is the only one for kids that is the real deal. If you live there as a champion this year, you can write that on your resume. When you go to college one day, 2017 Florida State champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So it's a big deal. Okay? So for the parents, just remind yourselves that this journey is really hard. What they do here is extremely complex. I wish all the parents could lay down here one day and let me put a guy half of your size on top of you and ask you to try to get out. You'll see how difficult that is. You understand what they're doing. We should have that mandate. We're bring everybody so you get the feel. It's very hard, guys. Very hard. So this is the most complex sport in the world. Most complex by far. So the only tool that can help your kids to be successful in the long journey is the golden rule of the praise. You only praise. Praise. Go home, get in the car every day, hug a kid. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. Good job, man. You know what? Because most kids are not even doing this. I'm really not. I'm very proud of you. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. Keep it going. You'll get your black belt on it. I'm very proud of you. Good job. Hey, didn't escape from the mount today? He's on the bottom losing? Hey, that's good. Good for you. It's tough, isn't it? Yeah, life is tough too. So this is a good training for life. Keep it going. Proud of you. That's the praise rule. The winners in high-level sports have the biggest support of parents. You can watch documentaries about Olympic-level athletes, and 100% they have supportive parents with the golden rule of the praise only. Every time you tell your kid in the car going home after class, hey, you're not really good. You're gonna quit. I'm gonna take you out. The other bad thing, the kid did something that he needs to be punished. No jiu-jitsu for you to do. Terrible. Terrible. The worst. Because this is the one thing maybe in their lives that brings structure, joy, discipline. It's a healthy lifestyle. You can take a lot of middle things out of them, but do not take jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is the pillar that can help them to survive one day. They can save your life one day. Imagine somebody attacks you in your car in the parking lot at Publix, and your kid is 12, 13, 14 years old, big like this one, like that one again, already. They can sneak around and choke the bad guy from behind. But imagine if they're one class away from being confident to actually click it and doing this. And you punish them because they didn't finish the broccoli. Please, guys, this is for the life. Okay? the other class I was telling the kids, like, do not compare this as a sport. This is not a seasonal sport. This is our sport as a hobby for martial artists. Our hobby as martial artists is the tournament. I'm going to do a tournament as a hobby. Not as a main thing. Main thing is the journey. A healthy lifestyle with good company. Sound good? This is the martial arts mindset. Competition is just a secondary thing for us. That's why we don't close here. We just Christmas Day, New Year's, and that's it. We are open all year round. We don't do 4 months like baseball and soccer. It's what if you're 4 months away from being able to save your life one day? Oh, I'm gonna take a break because I'm gonna do baseball. Really? This can save your life. How can a baseball bat can save your life too? But how can a basketball save your life? Actually, one time I was giving this speech to the kid, and the kid said, "I can throw the basketball on you." I was like, "Really? In a self-defense situation, you're gonna throw the basketball's gonna save you?" He thought the basketball would save him. So do not see this as a sport only. Remember the meaning. It's martial arts. It's not combat sport. It is combat sport as a hobby for us. Just so we can practice and challenge ourselves and maybe get a medal as a prize. That's it. But the big prize is being able to save yourselves or a loved one day. And the world is getting dangerous every day. It's getting worse. So you will have to protect yourselves. You will have to protect your children. Right? Wife, husband. It's better know and never need to use it than one day maybe you need to use it and you have no clue what to do. And then you can lose your life. So I'm very proud of you for training hard. Next week is the end of the cycle for the season. But guess what? On Monday, it starts all over again. There's no break. Sounds good? All right, everybody put your hand on top of mine.
We're going to do a sharp call, correct?
We will. All right. Everybody. Come on in. Everybody. Steve, everybody. You're here too.
Get on.
Sorry. All right.
Get on.
All right. On the count of 3, you say the loudest you can. Sharks, sharks, sharks. Sounds good? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sharks!